What's going on, guys? It's Red Bull Tanker, and welcome back to Oztea's Axis and Allies Global 1939. This is turn 1 for the British, UK, Europe. Alright, real quick, we'll just kind of go over a few things. Japan made some conquests here in China at Chahar, Anhui, and Kiangsi. And that was pretty much the big news from the Japanese this turn. They have started to push their China perimeter out, though obviously maintaining its distance away from British-occupied Hong Kong and parts of Burma and the Shan State, just to make sure that they don't accidentally draw the British into the war. Alright, so now we come to the British turn. Starting off, we have technology. We are going to try for the long-range aircraft for stage 1, so let's see if we can get that. We have one major, and then we have a minor in Quebec and in South Africa, so we will have 2 dice altogether. Alright, looking for that stage 1. Alright, we got stage 1 on long-range aircraft. So, I will keep that there. And again, just like just like actual 1940, whether the Brits unlock long-range aircraft or unlock Far East Command unlocks war bonds, they share them, just like in standard 1940. Okay, so for the British, we had 27 to spend. We spent 26 of it. My dice tray real quick. Alright, so for 27, what we are buying as the British this turn, we are buying an airborne for 4, an air transport for 7, a transport for 7, and a destroyer for 8. So that's 26, and we are saving 1. We do have one thing of combat. We are going to hit the 3 German subs up in Sea Zone 119. We can't have them. We can't have them raiding our convoys. So we are going to do that. We are bringing the destroyer from Sea Zone 106, and with the plus 1 movement, it'll go 1, 2, 3 to Sea Zone 119. And so we'll have a destroyer. And then the 2 cruisers and battleship from 109 are going to join the fight, as well as the cruiser from Sea Zone 110. And then we have the 2 fighters from Scotland that will also partake in this fight. And the Germans will have 3 subs for their defense. Alright, well, I got it set up right here, so we'll just set it up right there. Okay, so first off, we have the destroyer at 4 or less, and that was a, what was that? Is that 9 or 6? Yeah, 6. So that's a miss. So then we have 3 cruisers and 2 fighters for 6. That's gonna be 5 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a lucky roll! We got all 5 hit. We got all 3 hits that we needed against those subs. So then the German subs will shoot back at 3 for 3 and see what kind of damage they give. They get 1 hit, so we will take that damage on the battleship that was there. So, or the battleship that joined the fight. So real quick, get that there to show the damaged British battleship. That was lucky. Very, very lucky. And then just real quick, I'm just going to, well, I'll set those 2 fighters there so I remember. Okay, so now we'll do non-combats. Staying up here in this region of the world, we will non-combat We're going to take this transport and infantry and go 1, 2, 3. We will activate the pro-ally territory of Iceland, even though it has no monetary value. We are opening Iceland because we are definitely going to need it for later. From Canada, we're going to move the fighter into Newfoundland. Move this infantry, AAA, and him to Ontario. And then give me 2 seconds. There's an infantry and a mech over in West Canada that I'm going to bring over. So give me 2 seconds. I can't reach that far. Whoops. So the 1 infantry will go here in Alberta. And the mech will come to Ontario. Da! Stupid thing. Okay, so that should be everything in North America. Well, not quite everything in not everything in Europe yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do next. Okay, how did I want to do this? Okay, first I'm going to send a fighter to France to help the French. This fighter is going to come back. And then this fighter is going to come to the UK, which is going to chip that out. And then I'm going to use him. The last fighter that's in the UK is going to come down to Gibraltar, which is going to, now for my Mediterranean move, the fighter in Malta is going to come to Egypt. The fighter that's currently on Gibraltar will come to Malta. The British fleet in southern France is going to leave. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to park themselves off Egypt. Oh, wait. No. The transport's actually going to go 1, 2, 3 up to 104. The battleship and destroyer are going to come here to the waters off of Egypt. Down here in the Atlantic, this transport's going to go 1, 2. The destroyer here. Come here. This transport's going to take an infantry and the mech. You are in Southwest Africa. I'm going to put you, so they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Drop some forces here in Egypt. This guy in Transjordan is going to come to Egypt. The fighter is going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come up to Kenya. This infantry and artillery are going to come to Rhodesia. Actually, we'll bring the AAA too. And then these guys can't move. There is a artillery and infantry in Kenya that we're going to leave. It's going to stay there. And that should be it. Okay, so deployments. Okay. In London, we are doing the air transport, the airborne, and then in C-Zone 109, we are going to drop the destroyer. In C-Zone 106, we're going to drop a transport. And that is it. All right, so then at the end of the turn, Britain will collect 27. Let's see here. They do have one. Yes, they do have one national objective. Theirs is basically the same as the Far East Command one, called Shipping Lane Secured. For Britain, it is +5 IPC for control of the United Kingdom, Gibraltar, Malta, Egypt, Transjordan, British Somaliland, West India, and India, and no Axis warships adjacent to these territories. As I said, Italy is still considered neutral. So they're not considered Axis warships yet. So Britain will get the 27 plus 5 for 32, and they saved one. So Britain will have 33 IPC. All right, well, that is going to be it for the British. And then coming up in the next series of videos, we'll be doing China and Russia. And then right after China and Russia, we will have the United States, the Anzacs, and the French. So that's it for now, guys. So until then, as always, take care.